Hey everyone, Jonathan Trowan here. I've wanted to share this one for a while with you guys. It's a recipe. This is the recipe for an awesome life. It's the recipe, it's the complete package. It's 5 ingredients. Just 5 ingredients, you mix them all together, and you got the awesome life. It doesn't mean a life without difficulties, to be clear. We all face difficulties. It's just human. There are difficulties in life. They're beautiful. They're opportunities. They make us learn and grow. They force us to think in new ways. So I'm not saying a life without difficulties, but 5 ingredients to this tremendously awesome, fulfilling, beautiful life. So first ingredient, compassion. And yes, I've spoken about compassion before. I've spoken about all of these before, individually. But here's the recipe. In compassion, you have to lead with compassion. Now, yes, I believe compassion, it's very helpful if compassion starts with you. Self-compassion, be kind to yourself. Now, if that's difficult, that's okay. Be kind to others. People are like, well, but if you're kind to yourself, what about being kind to others? Hey, be kind to others. Lead with compassion. When you're kind to yourself, I think it's easier to feel what other people are going through, to have that empathy. Because when we're kind to ourselves, when we have difficulties and we forgive ourselves and we're kind to ourselves and trusting of ourselves, it makes it easier to see the difficulties that other people are going through. But start anywhere. Start with being kind to yourself. Start with being kind to others. Just lead with compassion. When in doubt, you're not sure what to do, you're not sure what to say, lead with compassion. That's ingredient number 1. Ingredient number 2, creativity. When we were young, we were so creative. My son, he's 5. He's almost 6 now. And you should see the things that he creates. Whether, he loves craft time. He's like, can I do crafts? And, we have a whole area in the house for crafts. And there are paints and papers and clays and different kinds of glues and glitter glues and every color masking tape in the world, every color duct tape in the world. There's so much creativity that comes out of him. And if it's playing with Legos or magnet tiles, he builds mailboxes. And he came back from Mexico and here in the U.S. in airports, most of them, you walk down the jetway onto the plane, but where he was flying back from Mexico, they had the stairs. So he's building this thing. I have no idea what it is. And then you can see stairs. So it's stairs, and then there's a little deck. He builds a deck. And then I go, well, what is that? He's like, this is how you get onto the plane. And we all had that when we were kids. We all were so creative in our own way. And maybe it was with drawing or Legos, or maybe writing is your thing, or painting, or getting a stick and whittling a stick with a knife. It doesn't matter what it is. We were told one day, stop being creative. Fall in line. Sit in this chair for 8 hours a day. Fall in line. Do as you're told. But that creative spark in us, that part of us that wants to express that, it's still there. And it's the seed of possibility, all this possibility that you used to have. And now it's like, well, how's your day? It's same old. And the possibility has been covered. But it's because the creativity has been covered. And if you begin to practice creativity, if you uncover your creativity, that possibility arises. In all these, I said practice creativity. It's the same with compassion. Practice compassion. These are skills. These are skills that you can practice and become better at. It's not that you're born creative or you're not born creative. You're all creative. We are all creative. different ways. Some are better painters. I'm not a greatest painter, but I have fun doing it anyway. And some are writers, and some are photographers, and it doesn't matter. But uncover that spark of creativity. It is still in you. All right, third ingredient, courage. And courage, too, is a skill. Courage is a practice. You are not born courageous or not courageous. And courageous is not lack of fear. Courageous is having fear and doing it anyway. So find something, try and find something every day that makes you just a little bit afraid. You don't have to do the biggest thing. You don't have to jump out of an airplane. You can, but find something little every day that scares you. Just a little bit, so you can practice courage. And of course, you can practice courage with creativity because, we've been told so often, fall in line, that's what we're here for. Be like everybody else. That it's actually an act of courage to be creative. To take out that paintbrush, to take out that pen, to take out that camera, and then to do it. And even more courageous, to show it. To be clear, when you practice creativity, you don't have to show it to anybody. Just do it anyway. And then if you like, practice some more courage and show it to somebody. Compassion. It takes courage to practice compassion because sometimes there's that part of us that says, no, I'm right, you're wrong, and I'm going to prove myself. I'm going to prove to you that I'm right. And it takes courage to pause. It takes courage to pause and lead with compassion. To let that part of you, okay, I am right. Yeah, you are right. But to let that go and say, you know what? It's okay. I see you. And I see and hear what you believe to be right. That's courageous. That's compassionate. So here's the deal. I didn't say this at the beginning, but so it's 5 ingredients, and I tried to make it really easy. So if you notice, those all started with C's. So there are 3 C's and 2 G's. That's all you got to remember. 3 C's and 2 G's. So those are the C's: compassion, creativity, and courage. Now the G's. The first one. Come on, you can guess it. I know you can. Of course, it's gratitude. And yeah, I know gratitude, it's so cliche. It's hard to even say the word. We need another word for it. But here's the deal. It's a cliche because it is true. It works. It's necessary. If you think you are going to get away with living a life of joy without having gratitude, sorry, you can't do it. Gratitude is a must. And remember, gratitude is not just a thought, it's a feeling. You must feel gratitude in your body. And gratitude is a practice. You must practice it daily, preferably. But if you miss a day, you have to practice these every single day. But then I always have to say this. If you miss a day, it doesn't mean you stop for the rest of your life. Like if you're brushing your teeth, if for some reason you don't brush your teeth one night because you're really tired or whatever happened, you don't not brush your teeth the next day. You wake up the next morning and go, oh my God, I didn't brush my teeth last night. I have to brush my teeth. That's what this is. Oh my God, I didn't practice gratitude last night. I have to wake up and I have to practice gratitude. And it can be for anything. We think gratitude needs to be for all these just huge things that happen. No. Actually, gratitude is better when it's the little things, because the little things happen every day. Have gratitude for the big things when they happen, but little things happen every day. Look out the window. There's a tree right out there. Look out the window. Go, what a beautiful tree, and how lucky I am to have that outside of my house. What's outside of yours? If you're watching this, gratitude that your eyes are working. If you're hearing this, gratitude that your ears are working. And this is important too. Gratitude, we're taught to look at all the things around us for which we can be grateful. The trees, the running water that we have, our family, the flowers, the plants, the food, all that stuff. And yes, be grateful for all of that. But please include gratitude for yourself. Please include in your gratitude practice something about you. Be grateful for you, for your eyes or your ears, as I said, for your neck. Oh, look, hey, my neck is turning. We complain about our neck all the time when it hurts. You know, you wake up, you have a sore neck. Oh, my neck. What if you thanked your neck for being able to turn? When you back up, when you're driving in your car, when you back up, you got to turn your neck. Well, I guess they have the cameras now. But still, it's good to still look back, even if you have the camera there. But celebrate. Hey, my neck is working. I can look behind me. That's really cool stuff. Have gratitude for the little things. And have gratitude for yourself. The last ingredient, the fifth ingredient, giving. Just give. And give generously. Give in everything we've spoken about are things you can give. Yes, if you've got a lot of money, hey, give a lot of money. That's great. But you don't have to give money. Giving doesn't mean money. There's this idea, well, if we're going to give and be generous, it means monetary donations. No. Give. Give generously. Give compassion. Share your creativity. Be courageous and give to someone who maybe you're a little afraid to reach out to right now. There's a little hesitancy. But then there's a part of you that know they need something from you. Or maybe they don't need it, but it would be helpful. Be giving with gratitude. Call someone up right now. Pause the video. I want you to watch the end of it. Pause the video. Or at the end of the video, call someone up and just say, thank you. Thank you. Maybe you haven't spoken to them for 10 years. Thank you for what you taught me 10 years ago. Thank you for being a part of my life. For someone that you see every day, but you're not really thanking. Thank you for being part of my life. Give of your time. Volunteer somewhere. Just give. Give generously. 5 ingredients. And it doesn't matter what order. Order doesn't matter. Oh, hang on a second. Alexa, stop. That was an alarm. 5 ingredients. This was not an advertisement for Alexa, I promise you. 5 ingredients. Compassion, creativity, courage, gratitude, and giving. 5 ingredients. You mix them all together. Put them in your pot of life. And it doesn't matter how much. You can start with a little, but just keep throwing it in. More of all of them. Mix them all together. And then see what kind of life you have cooked up for yourself. See what kind of life you have created for yourself. This is the recipe for an awesome, awesome life. I'd love to hear your comments, what you're doing to practice compassion, creativity, courage, gratitude, giving. Leave it in the comments below, or I don't know, maybe it's to the side or above. Leave a comment. Share. If you want more, join the Self-Love Revolution, selfloverevolution.com. Remember, you are loved. Please love yourself.